Good morning. You can see we have a sparse Thanksgiving crowd here this morning. So for those of you who can stand, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll call the meeting to order. And Bob, will you please do the roll call for us?
You're well. President George Gepner.
I'm here.
Vice President Don Hoffmeister, who is excused. Treasurer Wayne Schweifler. Secretary Bob Minery. Members at large Beverly Adair, Angela Fick, and Margaret Schweifler is also excused. All present except two. Thank you.
Thank you. And Bob, while you're at it, what about the approval of the last meeting minutes?
Yes. We've all seen copies of the minutes of the October meeting, so I'll ask for thank you. Thank you. So moved.
Yeah, let's continue on to the treasurer's report. Wayne, please.
Okay, looks like we're on. Treasurer's report covers the month of October. We had a beginning balance of $14,878. No expenses, income in the form of donations in the amount of $2,726, leaving ending balance of $17,604. Most of the income for that month was in the form of donations to the Winterbottom Scholarship Fund in terms of $2,480. We continue to get funds marked for that, so there's not a closing date on there if you choose to go ahead and make a donation. Are there any questions about October? Okay, I'm going to go on a little bit to November. We have, on behalf of the Residents Council, I want to thank all the residents who have so generously donated to the hourly employees holiday gift fund. And if you've not already made a donation and wish to do so, please arrange to donate by the end of the week, if at all possible. It's a big help to us to determine the amount of funds that are going to be available to distribute when we get the list of employees next week. However, we will continue to accept donations even after that time that it will be used. Any other questions about donations? Okay, I'm going to switch hats. Margot was unable to be here today. I want to talk a little bit about upcoming happenings. Tomorrow, Vanessa is going to host what she calls next month's happenings review. It'll be here at 2 p.m. in the auditorium, and she will be touching on all of the events coming up in December, because sometimes the fine print's a little hard to read. So be advised if you're interested in the IB program, which is trying to get something available for you to do every day of the week. She will be able to give you some review of that. Next item is Thanksgiving brunch. It's apparently fully booked. However, I talked to Nicole Lockwood this morning. She said that if you need to go and you haven't made a reservation, give her a call through the front desk and she will see what she can do. And then she also gave me a pickup order so that if somebody needs to do a pickup, there will be a sheet in the book in front of the both CC's and the dining room. Next item, the bucket list travels with the Kempners on Monday here in the auditorium. You won't want to miss the Caribbean cruise. And then on Tuesday, the 28th, there's an outing called Magic of Lights. It goes to the Empire Polo Club in India. You'll need reservations. Call the front desk. I'm not sure the fee because it varied considerably with how you arrived there, whether it's in a car or a bus. So call Vanessa if you're interested, and she can give you the rates that she was able to obtain. December, we have the holiday gift presentation scheduled for December 14th, roughly about 11 to 2. Everyone's invited. We're going to do the presentation to the various employee groups by group. Then the next item is the holiday.
Excuse me.
Yes.
There'll be lunch served at that by the Taco Man.
Taco Man.
The Taco Man will
Taco
be back
Man's
serving
coming.
tacos to everyone on the 14th for lunch.
That's worth coming by itself. Okay, holiday concert on Saturday, December 23rd. The bunco will be canceled that afternoon. And if you probably looked in your mailbox, you've got a request from Jan for volunteers to do singing. Want to raise your hand, Jan? Talk to Jan if you like to sing. She'd love to have you join with them. And last but not least is the Christmas brunch, December 25th. Reservations will be required. I haven't seen the announcement of when, but they'll probably be out by mid-December. Any questions for the activities committee? Joan?
The choir practice is usually Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Are we having that? I noticed there's something else on the schedule.
As far as I know, we're going to rehearse. So I don't know why there's something else scheduled.
It's on. It's on for 2 o'clock on Wednesday, right?
We rehearse here at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock here on Wednesday.
So something else is
Something
supposed
else
to
is
happen.
on the schedule.
She may move that to the
Thank you.
lounge upstairs in deference to your.
Oh, okay.
We want singers. Margot said, bring singers. That's all I had. Any other questions for activities? Thank you very much.
Angela, please.
Good morning. If you read Molly's most recent letter on SEC, which she put out on Saturday, she gave a very good description of the extensive work that's still being done at the Carlotta following the last storm damage. The first phase, which is happening now, is involving the public areas. And following them will be skilled nursing, the basement, and last of all, the community exterior. Involved in the length of time that it's taking and the progress continues to be insurance approval and the budget. Of ongoing major concern are the many issues involving our gardening. For example, a recent consideration is the rose garden near the front entrance, which is one of the first welcome areas to the Carlotta. It remains in very poor condition, needs evaluation, and possible replacement. The landscaping company, Blue Agave, is operating on a signed, approved contract which has agreed upon payment and time frame. This means that the personnel and the service hours are limited to what can be covered under that contract and its costs. And foliage replacement would also depend upon the available contract funds. The resident council has no authority regarding the contract or its approval, and can only make suggestions for areas or items that we think need attention. We are suggesting a meeting with the Blue Agave director to voice our concerns. And any questions?
Thank you, Angela. Bev, please.
George is dining.
Right. Good morning. One of the questions that recently came up that we found the answer to from Molly is, how do I get rid of my old medications? Because I think a lot of us are sitting with old pills, boxes, all kinds of things in our medicine cabinet that we no longer need, but that we're not supposed to throw out in the regular trash. If you have medications that you are no longer using, contact Rebecca Mudd in Health Services, and she will arrange to have them picked up and disposed of. And this is true for both regular over-the-counter and prescription medications. Wait until next week, however, because Rebecca is on vacation this week. And my next bit of advice is on hand washing. You will hear this before, you will hear it again, and you're probably really tired of hearing it. Warm water, soap, lots of friction. I finally developed the habit, and it takes a long time, I forget how long, to develop a habit, of every time I come into my unit, I go to the sink and wash my hands. And just reminding you that when you play a game of bridge, when you play a game of rummy cube, Mexican train, whatever it is, you're touching things that a lot of other people are touching. So wherever you play, when you come home, first thing you do is wash your hands, and hopefully that'll keep you healthy. I don't have anything else. Do you have questions for Health Services? Way in the back, is that? Yes. Oh, Barbara.
I'd like to make a comment. Larry and I had we've been a little under the weather, and I would really...
Barbara, hold on just 1 second, and let us get you a microphone. Welcome back to the healthy, by the way.
I just want to say that most of you know Larry and I have been a little under the weather for a while, and I really would like to publicly comment and praise our health and wellness people. They have done an outstanding job keeping us informed, telling us exactly what is expected of us to keep not only ourselves safe, but all of our residents. And it was all done with very loving care. And we so appreciate all of this love and help that we have received. So if you would share that, please, with your wellness people, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
With regard to disposing of medications, I believe that anything that's an opioid or pain medication should be taken to the drugstore and given to the pharmacy for disposal. Things like codeine or whatever kind of pain pill need to go to the drugstore pharmacy. I think we still have some.
For those who could not hear Carolyn, You can take your old medications that you're not using any longer to any of the drugstores that you deal with, and they will dispose them for you. Jan?
I took my medications over to Rebecca about a week ago, and you can leave them in the containers. Just put them in a plastic bag, and I took them over. They'll probably come and pick them up too, but I took all my medications, all my old medications to them, all of them.
That sounds even easier. Take them to Rebecca Mudd. Anything else?
Thank you.
I'll talk about dining services. The big event, of course, is coming up day after tomorrow, Thanksgiving. And I've been assured that everyone will be very happy and very satisfied with the dinner that is planned. I'm sure you've seen some additional people in the dining service. In the dining room waitstaff, the hiring has gone extremely well, and the training has seemingly gone extremely well. So we're on the right track, and hopefully the little problems and bugs that they still have will be worked out by them. Are there any questions as far as dining services are concerned? Moving on, I'd like to recognize Joan Dara from Casita 512. Please stand up. One of our new residents just up in a few days. Welcome, Joan. And you're joining in a very illustrious group of new residents. Heidi Meisel is here also, and so is Daphne DiMartino. So again, welcome to all of you. I want to go into dovetail a little bit on what Wayne said on the Holiday Gift Fund. You know, we've been through some very difficult times here with our help. This Holiday Gift Fund is something that management cannot really talk to new potential hires about as a bonus or anything like that. But I can imagine, I'm sure that you understand how very important these checks are going to be to these associates, these hourly associates who receive these checks from your generous donations that you make to the Holiday Gift Fund. It's very important. I've been asked if skilled nursing is still part of this. No, skilled nursing is not part of the Carlotta any longer on a payroll standpoint. They work for a different company, so they do not share in this Holiday Gift Fund. Only the hourly employees, full-time and part-time, of the Carlotta, Oakmont-based Carlotta people receive this. So again, as Wayne has already talked to you about your donation date, we would really like this in by the end of the week if possible. If not, however, we will still happily accept your checks. But
George, this is because we don't give daily tips.
yeah, for those of you who don't remember this, this fund was established because there's a no tipping policy here. And it's also for the people who many of us do not even see. We don't come in contact with the dishwashing staff in the kitchens. We don't see all of the, we know the housekeeper that takes care of our unit, but we don't know all the other housekeepers who do the various other units in the complex. So this is our way, your way, of rewarding them because of the no tipping policy, and it covers everyone: housekeeping, maintenance, kitchen, all the people that make it easier for us all to live here. So your generous contributions are extremely welcomed, and we thank you for them. Any questions on the Holiday Gift Fund while I'm on that subject? Okay, let's go on to new business. One of the things that we need to talk about today is the election of the 2024 Resident Council. And Bill Koenig, would you please handle that for us?
Thank you, George. If you recall, at our last meeting, the nominating committee gave a report and suggested a slate of officers for the upcoming year. We have had no nominations from the floor last time. We've had no new nominations come in. So I will read the slate off. President George Kempner, Vice President Mike Jaworski, Treasurer Wayne Schweifler, Secretary Jill Myers, Member at Large Building and Grounds Jim Wilson, Member at Large Dining Services Don Hoffmeister, Member at Large Wellness Beverly Adair, Member at Large Special Events Margot Schweifler, Member at Large Scholarship Ed Kozlowskis. With no new nominations, I'm recommending that we adopt the slate that was presented at the last meeting. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, and how about a second? And a second. Good. All in favor signify by saying aye, and you're part of this.
Yes.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the motion's carried. We have a new slate of officers. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
I do want to know that someone here had the audacity to say the secretary next year is going to be a lot better looking.
Who would say that? Who would say that? They don't really know you.
Dr. Taylor.
Is she from Iowa? Okay, we'll open it up to any other questions. Anything else you'd like to ask or talk about or whatever?
Yeah,
Yes, Michael?
Yeah, I have is the Thursday trash gonna be Friday?
No, it will usually still be on Thursday.
Okay, thank you.
We don't give them off for the holidays. They have to take the trash anyway. Anything else you'd like to ask? Okay, without further ado, make sure you have a great turkey dinner. Don't eat too much. Don't watch too much football. Thank you very much for coming. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you.